If you are sitting there thinking about getting M&T business loans, here is a guide for you. In today's conversation, I want to share a lot of stuff with you. I want to explain to you how to apply for and get approved for an M&T Bank business loan, no matter what, no matter your credit score, no matter your revenue level, no matter your documentation level, it doesn't matter. So here's an overview I really want you to pay attention to. So when we think about M&T Bank, you got to think about a bank that really prioritizes relationships. So you got to have a relationship with M&T Bank first. And once you do have that relationship, you can actually access a wide array of business funding options. I want to first talk about the term loans that we have at M&T Bank. So here, when you think about M&T Bank and business loan, you were thinking about $10,000 all the way to $100,000. So that's the delta. $10,000 to $100,000. And the cool thing is this is unsecured, so there's no collateral required. You are able to use the cash to do a lot of things. You can actually purchase inventory, sort of fund your business to the next level, and you are able to get the cash real quick. M&T is really good in terms of giving you the cash real quick. And when it comes to term loans, you have unsecured business installment loan. You also have the secured option, so you can collateralize the loan also if you really want to. Now, if you are looking for an unsecured term loan, you are going to go from $10,000 to $100,000. If you want to collateralize the loan and get a secured business term loan at M&T Bank, then the minimum is $10,000, and there is no maximum. The maximum depends on the value of the underlying collateral you want to pledge, right? So M&T is really happy to work with you, and they have a very sound system in terms of assessing and really appraising the collateral you have. They have a system where they do it real fast. In terms of tenor, in terms of the window, we're looking at 1 to 10 years, either unsecured or secured. And by the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here and have a quick convo with you about the M&T Bank business loans. And the cool thing here is that M&T is really great when it comes to processing your business loan application real fast. In other words, the underwriting team, it will work with you to make sure you get your cash as soon as possible. And so you have the unsecured business installment loan, you have the secured term loan, you also have the commercial real estate loan, and you also have the investment real estate loan. So you have here a large constellation of M&T Bank business loans, like the regular loans. You also have to think about equipment financing. So M&T Bank is really cool also if you are looking for a business loan that revolves around equipment financing. So what they do is they actually have a system in place at M&T Bank to give you customized equipment financing solutions. What that means is that they will work with you depending on your industry or depending on your niche. I mean, and you know what? In this economy, this is really fantastic to have a bank that is really willing to work with you for your specific needs, to give you the proper guidance, the proper acumen that you need when it comes to getting funded. Fantastic. And we're talking here about expertise that spans a constellation, a variety, a mishmash of industries. We're speaking about aircraft, healthcare, manufacturing and production, renewable energy, construction, government, municipalities, they cover it too. You mean rail? Not a problem. They got you covered. Trucks and trailers, they got you covered. So you can see here that we have the whole gamut, so to speak, when it comes to equipment financing. And M&T Bank does a great job in giving you the business loans that really fit, once again, your specific needs, industry, and operational aspirations. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What are we talking about? We're having a convo about M&T Bank business loan, and I'm actually giving you all the tips and tricks and hacks that we have learned in the last 20 years, 25 years, to make sure that when you apply, when you walk in that door, when you walk to an M&T Bank branch, you are confident that you will be approved. You will be approved. And so basically we're talking about M&T also helping you have have the right strategy. If you want to go for a lease, for example, I mean, they're not just doing like helping you finance the equipment, but if you say, you know what, I don't want to finance the equipment, I want to lease it, M&T will work with you. They have a series of programs around leasing, like track lease, for example, tax exempt lease purchase, for example, term loan / lease, for example, conditional sale contract lease, for example. So they are able to actually help you through their equipment finance experts get a deal that is great for your business, that is also great for M&T Bank also. So it is a win-win-win. So great for you, great for M&T Bank, and great for the lessor if you want to engage in a leasing agreement. When we talk about M&T Bank business loans, we are also speaking about SBA loans. So those are government-backed loans that M&T is a proud member of. So M&T is a preferred SBA lender, and they've been this SBA lender, preferred SBA lender, for the last 10 years, even more than that. So this is kind of cool. What does that mean? It means that if your business, your established business, your startup, or anything in between, you say, you know what, I don't want to go with the regular loan, regular business loan. I want to get the support from the federal government. Then you might want to get into the SBA loan process. And I mean, the requirements are a little tougher though. They're a little tighter. But hey, listen, if you qualify, if you have the right paperwork and you think you have your chances of qualifying, then you should go with an SBA loan. So basically, you are able to start, to grow, to expand, and to refinance your whatever you want to take care of in your business. And what we love about SBA loans is that those loans have a constellation of advantages, right? You have this loans apply to new and established businesses. You have flexibility in use of funds such as renovations or working capital. You have the ability to finance goodwill and intangible assets. So goodwill is basically the difference between when you buy a company, for example, the difference between the total assets and total liabilities. This can be, the goodwill. And again, I'm oversimplifying something, but this is like the idea behind goodwill. And you have longer repayment terms than traditional bank loans because the federal government is actually guaranteeing the loan. And there are no prepayment penalties for terms under 15 years. And SBA guarantee fees are waived up to $500,000. So this is kind of cool. The picture I'm trying to paint here is that M&T Bank in the last few years has been a reliable, a very confident partner to thousands of small businesses in this country in various industries. So we're talking about medical practices, insurance agencies, dental practices, service industries, vet practices, manufacturing, you name it, they've got it. And the cool thing we love about M&T Bank is that they also do something called they also do something called niche lending. Now, what does the niche lending mean? Like they actually will lend to specific niches like restaurants, medical practices, farm businesses, and what have you. And this is really important because when you take a top tier bank, really catering to the needs of niches, this tells you a lot about your ability to also be approved, because it tells you a lot about the fact that the bank cares about the economy. I'm talking about the real economy, because I want you to show me a lot of banks who are going to fund farm business. Not a lot. So it tells you that M&T Bank has a strategy behind, which is, hey, listen, we are going to fund the real economy, the real entrepreneurs, people who are actually making this country stay on its feet every single day. So you too, who are listening to me right now, you stand a chance to qualify for an M&T Bank business loan, no matter your credit score, no matter your industry, no matter your business. Okay, in this economy, this is a really, really great. It's great news to see a top tier bank do that. So one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about M&T Bank business loans, of course, we speak about term loans, we speak about equipment financing, including leasing, where we speak about SBA loans. But now we want to talk about niche lending. So you have a restaurant business loans through M&T Bank. The conditions here are 550 FICO score, and your revenue per month is $5,000 minimum. That's gross revenue, and 550 for your FICO score. So basically, M&T will provide a lot of things for your restaurant, a lot of loans. It can be business loans, it can be business lines of credit, restaurant, SBA loans, a business credit card for your restaurant, and so on and so forth. Same thing for medical practice loans. So medical practices have unique challenges that M&T Bank specialists can help you understand, can help you navigate, right? So if you want to purchase the latest technology, buy real estate, and more, when you need help, M&T Bank is there for you. And by the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What are we having a conversation about? We are talking about M&T Bank business loans, and I'm explaining everything to you so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into if you want to go that route. And so you also have, so for the medical practice loans, the average FICO score requirement is 575, and the revenue is $10,000 per month. Then you also have that's gross. Then you have farm business loans, so you are able to get from real estate loans, from equipment loans, and more. Okay, and the requirements here 575 and revenue $7,800 a month gross revenue. I also want to talk to you about the fact that M&T Bank does offer a business line of credit. So this is kind of cool. And the requirements across the board for this business line of credit are FICO score 545 from 545 to 600. So something to really think about. And you also have to think about the fact that the revenue requirements will depend on your industry, but on average, it revolves around $10,000 revenue. And for all M&T Bank business loans, the average operational longevity, like operational history, is 6 months. So they will take care of you if you are a startup, not a problem, as long as you have the right relationship with M&T Bank. So when we talk about business lines of credit, we're talking about amounts that go from $5,000 all the way to $950. So you can see that M&T is a very generous lender. And here we are speaking about the unsecured business lines of credit. Okay, $5,000 all the way to $950,000. So this gives you flexibility. But if you want to have a high approval, you have to go to a branch. You got to go to a branch. You cannot apply online and expect to actually get approved real fast. It won't happen. It has never happened. But the thing is, you also have larger lines of credit available. So if you're looking for an M&T Bank business line of credit for a large amount, you have to apply, but you have to apply at a branch. But the conditions are tougher because they would want like a lot of paperwork from you. They want you to justify the transaction. But the cool thing is they will assign someone to you. They will assign an M&T Bank like business rep to you who will help you actually navigate the process. But overall, this is kind of cool because if you get a business line of credit from M&T Bank, you are able to manage planned or unexpected short to intermediate term working capital needs. You are able to have access to competitive variable rate pricing. You can actually avail yourself of a lot of opportunities in terms of larger credit limits. So this is kind of cool. So overall, what I'm trying to say here is that you are able to you are able to get your business financing needs taken care of once you connect with M&T Bank. But whatever you do, if you're listening to me right now, if you are interested in getting business financing from M&T Bank, whatever you do, you first want to make sure that you get assigned a merchant services business consultant. Okay, that's how they call their business reps there. So it's called the merchant services business consultant. So that you have a clear idea of who can help you. You have a clear idea what the process is all about also, okay? Don't be surprised. Don't try to do things yourself. You'll want to get help if needed. Now, let me just kind of explain to you how to get a business loan at M&T. Again, I'm talking about no matter what your operational history, no matter what, if you're a startup, if you have a poor credit, if you have a low credit, there is a process in place that you need to follow to get approved for an M&T Bank business loan. The first thing you want to do here is you want to decide what type of loan you need to fund your business. Okay, M&T doesn't really care about the business you have as long as you are able to be clear about the type of loan you need. What kind of loan do you need right now? If you remember, I was just talking to you about the fact that at M&T Bank you have a wide array of business loans. You have business term loans. You have business equipment financing loans. You have SBA loans. You have a business niche lending. You have business lines of credit, right? So you have a constellation of business loans. Which one do you need right now? So you got to think about that, okay? And you also need to determine whether you qualify for the M&T Bank business loan in the first place. This will help you have a clear idea about what kind of a business loan you should go after. Maybe you don't qualify for the business term loan. Maybe you qualify for the SBA loan, or maybe you qualify for the niche lending. If you remember, I was just telling you that for each business loan at M&T, there are conditions in terms of revenue, minimum revenue. There are conditions in terms of minimum FICO score, and you got to ask yourself whether you qualify based on your FICO. And the next thing I want you to do here, if you want to apply properly for a business loan at M&T Bank, you want to actually still keep comparing other small business lenders. Because the thing is that if M&T Bank is not giving you the business loan that you need at the terms you need them, then basically, you want to look elsewhere. Because the thing is, M&T Bank is a great bank. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic bank, but they're not the only player. This industry is replete with players who are eager to actually get your business. So if M&T, for some reason, they're trying to play games, they're giving you the wrong numbers or whatever, the numbers that don't really sound appealing to you, then I just want to let you know right now, if you listen to me, that you do have options. The next thing I want you to do if you want to apply successfully for an M&T Bank business loan is to actually gather your application materials, okay? It's because M&T Bank, and again, don't do things online though. I mean, if you want to have a large loan amount at M&T Bank, you want to go to the nearest branch and you want to sit down with the loan rep so that loan rep can really go through your file together and see what you can qualify for. And so you want to gather your application materials. So we're talking here about information about your business, financial statements for you and your business. Here we are speaking about the four. Don't give M&T Bank a summarized version of your financial statements or your business financial statements. They really, M&T Bank needs a comprehensive set of financial statements, and this is usually done in the quarterly reports, for example. And this is something that, so if you happen to file quarterly reports, just attach that to your business loan application. And M&T Bank wants to know details about the business owners, information about your collateral if needed or if proposed, and a personal guarantee also if needed. M&T Bank is good to have an unsecured business loan with no PG, but you have to discuss that when you go to a branch. And then you apply it. So once you have everything, you just apply at a branch, and this is kind of fun. This is kind of cool because you're able to ask all questions that are possible that you can possibly think of before applying. And the thing is, you have the opportunity to have a business loan rep answer those questions. And so we have actually seen some clients who approved. We have like 3 or 4 clients for the last 5 years. No, the last 3 years. And they went all the way to an M&T Bank, the branch, and they signed the paperwork. They were pretty excited until they asked a few questions and they got answers. And based on the answers they got, they didn't like the sound of those answers, so they canceled the whole thing. So the bottom line is, it's always great to try new things, but it's always great to ask questions. So when you go to an M&T Bank branch, ask questions. Make sure you get the answers you need, because at the end of the day, it's you who are going to repay whatever you charge, whatever business loan you get approved for. You are going to have to repay that loan. So you might as well just agree to the terms and conditions with which M&T Bank wants to run the show. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly talking to you about M&T Bank business loans. So we shared a few tips and tricks and hacks. So I spoke to you about the term loans equipment financing arrangements, SBA loans, niche lending, business lines of credit. I give you the steps also in terms of helping you get a business loan from M&T Bank with with speed. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.